If you wake up on a freezing cold morning in the middle of winter and notice your truck is taking forever to reach operating temperature, or if the engine stalls and stumbles until it finally gets warm, you might be dealing with code P04A4. This diagnostic trouble code means that your powertrain control module has detected that the exhaust pressure control valve designated as B is stuck in the open position. While this is a generic code that applies to many vehicles from brands like Dodge and Honda and Chevy, it is most commonly found on turbocharged gasoline and diesel engines. These back pressure regulators work a lot like a throttle body, using an electronically controlled plate to restrict the exhaust flow. By closing slightly when the engine is cold, the valve increases back pressure, which helps elevate the engine and coolant temperatures much faster. This is incredibly helpful because it means your heater core gets hot sooner, so you can defrost your windshield and stay warm in the cabin during those sub-zero mornings. Normally, this system only activates once per ignition cycle and should park in the wide open position once the engine reaches a normal temperature. However, when the computer sees that the valve is not where it should be, or if the sensors indicate a mismatch, it stores this code and turns on your check engine light. You should address this with a certain degree of urgency because it directly affects your climate control and overall drivability, especially when the engine is cold. Symptoms usually include a delayed warm-up and poor performance, or a lack of power until the engine is fully heated up. Common causes range from a defective position sensor or a bad exhaust pressure sensor to simple wiring issues like an open or shorted circuit. To start troubleshooting, you should perform a careful visual inspection of all the wiring and connectors for any signs of melting or corrosion. Use a diagnostic scanner to check for any intake air temperature or coolant temperature codes, because those sensors tell the computer when to use the valve, and they must be fixed first. You can use a digital volt ohmmeter to check for the correct voltage and ground at the valve connector, while using the scanner to simulate a cold start. A great pro tip is to use an infrared thermometer with a laser pointer to check the actual temperature of the exhaust pipes, which can tell you if the valve is physically moving or stuck. If the circuits test fine, but the valve does not move, you are likely looking at a mechanical failure of the valve itself. This is a job that requires a bit of precision, so if you are not comfortable testing electrical signals or working around hot exhaust components, you should head to your local repair shop to get it sorted out properly. Keeping this system working ensures your truck stays efficient and comfortable even in the middle of a harsh winter season.